Hey everyone! So, as you all know, I have my tongue pierced, and I got a message from one of my subscribers asking a few questions about tongue piercings. And since I've had mine for 2 months, I'm pretty, I pretty much know the gist of everything, like what to expect and how to take care of it and all that stuff. So I took a couple of their questions, and they didn't want their name said, so I'm gonna respect their wishes and keep their name private. But I'm just going to answer the questions that they had, and I'm going to add a couple then that I get frequently asked. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first question that I get a lot is, does it hurt? Getting your tongue pierced is a scary piercing to think about getting. Because it's a needle going through a muscle, the strongest muscle in your body, your tongue. And when I got mine done, I was so nervous. The whole walk to the piercing place and the whole time getting ready before he actually pierced my tongue was very nerve-wracking. But as far as like pain, it didn't hurt me at all. Like on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, I would say that a tongue piercing was maybe a 3 out of 10 for me. It really didn't hurt. My belly button piercing hurt more than my tongue. So no, it doesn't hurt, but all people are different. All people can handle pain differently. So depending on your pain tolerance, it may hurt more for you or it may hurt less. So it all depends on the person. The next question, number 2, is I have a really short tongue. Can I still get it pierced? That's a very that's a question that's kind of debatable because when you get your tongue pierced, they pierce it just in front of your tongue web, which is right, that little piece of skin that holds your tongue into your mouth, I guess, like the tongue web. If you have a really short tongue, the best advice I can really give to you is go see your piercer and have him look at your tongue. If it's too short, they won't be able to pierce it because it'll be too far in the front and it will just be impossible to pierce it because they can't go through the webbing, I don't think. So just go to your piercer and have him look at your tongue, and he'll be able to tell you if it is possible to pierce your tongue or not. The third question is, how long will it take to heal? Typically a tongue piercing takes about 2 weeks to heal. Mine took a little bit longer. I'd say mine was fully healed at the 1 month mark. That's when I would say mine was completely 100% healed. But usually for people who heal fast, it takes about 2 weeks. And yeah, so it ranges from 2 weeks to a month. The next question is, when can I change out the tongue ring? Well, when you get your tongue pierced, you're gonna swell. So they give you a longer bar to wear in your tongue so they can help with the swelling, and you leave that in for 2 weeks to a month. My piercer told me to leave the long one in for 4 to 6 weeks, which is what I did, and I changed it after 1 month. But usually you can change it up to 2 weeks, and then you should be good to go changing it. And you can either change it yourself or you can go into your piercer and they will change it for you. I don't think they charge, but I know they will change it for you if you don't want to do it yourself. When it comes to like acrylic rings, like the acrylic balls on the top and bottom of the tongue ring, I know you have to wait for about a month to change to those tongue rings. So number 5, how much is it? Again, that varies from piercing shop. Some charge more than others. Mine was only $10. I got it done at Mr. Ink in Grand Rapids, and mine was only $10, but other places charge $20, $50, $35, so it varies from shop to shop. So go to the shop that you want to get your tongue pierced at and ask how much, and then they will tell you the price. Number 6, how do I clean my tongue piercing? Well, I was told to brush every time after I have a big meal, and mouthwash and sea salt soak. And how you That's a big important thing about tongue piercings, is you have to keep up with cleaning it, because if you don't, you're just asking to get a whole bunch of problems, and it's just gonna make the healing time longer. So the better you take care of it, the faster it will heal. Cannot talk today, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, that's how I cleaned it. I brushed my teeth morning and night, and when I first got it done, I'd brush it in like the middle of the day, so 3 times a day. And then I would mouthwash after every meal, and it's just the basics like that. Number 7, do I have to quit smoking when I get my tongue pierced? They say it's not recommended that you do smoke with a fresh mouth piercing, because nicotine can get into the wound and cause infection. I'm a smoker, and I actually quit smoking for 6 days before I waited 6 days and then I started smoking again. But my recommendation is to just stop for a week, just to get through that first week of hell, because the first week isn't going to be very fun. But yeah, I would just wait a week, and then if you want to smoke, then you can go ahead. But every time you do smoke, you should mouthwash or brush your teeth or sea salt after every cigarette. I know that may be tedious and annoying, but if you want a healthy, healed piercing, that's just the best thing to do. Number 8, what kind of mouthwash should I use? Absolutely, under any circumstances, do not use any mouthwash that contains alcohol. So like Listerine, don't use. Pretty much any mouthwash brand that contains alcohol is not good, because that will irritate the piercing and it will increase the healing time. The mouthwash I use is Crest Pro Health. It's alcohol free. You can get it at like Dollar General or anything like that for $4 to $5, ranging from there. So just remember, don't use anything with alcohol in it, because it'll burn your mouth, it'll irritate your piercing, and that's just not a fun thing to have happen. So number 9, what foods can I not eat? This is another debatable question, because when I got my tongue pierced, I didn't cut anything out of my diet. I mean, it made it hard to eat at times, but I didn't cut anything out. Nothing hot, like no hot drinks, no hot foods, because that will irritate your tongue piercing. And like what happened with me is, on the second day I had it pierced, I had some hot tea, which wasn't good, because it ended up irritating my tongue, and I had swollen taste buds, which was pure hell. So nothing hot. They say not to have like pork chop or dairy products, which I don't get why, but when I had my tongue pierced, I ate a lot of yogurt, I had a lot of cereal, and I had a few dinners with pork chop. And it's really not a big deal. If you want to eat those things, go ahead. Just make sure you brush your teeth and clean your mouth as soon as you're done, because if like yogurt, for example, if it gets inside the fresh wound, again, it could cause infection and irritation. So you just got to be very careful, and if you want to eat something, just make sure you clean your mouth afterwards. That's very, very important. Number 10, how often should I clean it? Again, the first week, I'd say, is probably the most crucial week to take care of it. Every morning, brush your teeth and mouthwash. Every night, brush your teeth and mouthwash before you go to bed. Throughout the day, if you smoke, make sure you mouthwash or sea salt. If you have a big meal with meat in it, Jackal, stop. Sorry, my dog. Where was I? After every time you have like a big meal, like pork chops or anything dairy, make sure you wash your mouth really good. Every time you eat or smoke, anything like that, morning and night, clean it. But make sure not to over clean it, because again, that will cause irritation and infection. So I would sea salt every time after I smoked, and I would also clean after I ate a big meal and stuff like that. So number 11 is it hard to change out the tongue ring? Absolutely not. It is the easiest thing. I actually have a video that I will be uploading in a few, after this one I will be uploading a video showing you how to change your tongue ring and how to prepare to change it. So that is coming, but it's not hard at all. I was very nervous myself changing it for the first time, but sorry. It wasn't hard at all. It was super easy and super fast. So just stay tuned for that video because that's coming shortly after this one is uploaded. So yeah. Number 12, how will I talk with my tongue piercing? You will talk like a 3-year-old for a good amount of the time. The first week, I couldn't say the number 3. I couldn't say love, like, anything, any L word I couldn't say. It just sounded like stuff like that. So you're gonna talk funny, but the best advice I have for you guys is to, when you get your tongue pierced, talk and do everything normal, because if you act like there's something on your tongue, then you're gonna develop a lisp and that's gonna stick with you. So it's best to just talk normal, very carefully of course, because you don't wanna, irritate it and such. So, just talk normally, but talk carefully, the same way. Another thing is sometimes when I would talk normally and talking too fast, the top ball right here would catch on my front teeth and pull it, and that really irritated it, and it was really painful. So just talk slowly but normally, and if it does get caught on your teeth, just pull it out and put it back in your mouth. Don't, occasionally sometimes you'll jerk it with your teeth and it really hurts, but you just got to be very careful and aware that you have a fresh piercing in your mouth. Number 13, when can I make out and have oral sex? I know I get this a lot. It's a fresh piercing, which means you have to take really good care of it, do anything in your power not to irritate it, and making out and oral sex is involving other people's germs going into your mouth and getting around that fresh piercing. So I would recommend waiting a month to a month and a half before doing anything like that. I mean, you can kiss your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever just fine, but I would stray from oral sex and making out until it's fully healed. Number 14, what kind of tongue ring should I buy? Again, this can be a question for your piercer, but since this person asked me, you need to make sure that it is a 14 gauge. That's the size gauge that you need. And the normal size tongue ring is 5/8 of an inch, I think. So that's the one I have in right now, and it's a lot shorter than the tongue ring that they put in you, because the one they put in you when you first get your tongue pierced is super long. I think that's 7/16 of an inch. So yeah, that's the normal size. If you have like a skinny tongue and the 5/8 might be too long for you, you can always go into your piercer and ask him what's the next size down. I'm not exactly sure what size that is, but your piercer will know and they will tell you if you ask. Like with me, I kind of have a skinny tongue and I do have the 5/8 lengths, and it is slightly long, but not to the point where it's anything like the long bar. So again, just ask your piercer if you have any questions that I can't answer for you. Number 15, how can I help with the pain and swelling? Well, what I did is ibuprofen was my best friend when the first week I had my tongue pierced. When it was really painful or swollen, I would just take a few ibuprofen and that would take care of the swelling and discomfort. But I wouldn't, a little disclaimer, I wouldn't take ibuprofen before going to get your tongue pierced, because it is a blood thinner and you might bleed more than usual getting your tongue pierced if you take it beforehand. But as far as helping with pain and swelling, ibuprofen. And if you have a blender of any kind, take the blender, take like 6 ice cubes or so, put them in, blend them up so it's nice and crushed, put it in a cup, grab a spoon, and eat the crushed ice like no tomorrow. You eat it, let it sit on your tongue, it'll be really cold and comforting, and it'll help with the swelling and discomfort. As far as drinking stuff, ice water will be your best friend. For those of you who don't like water, I'm sorry, but if you want your tongue pierced, water will help with the healing time, and it'll help a lot with the pain and discomfort. Number 16, will I bleed when I get my tongue pierced? Some people do, some people don't. In my case, I didn't bleed at all. Some people bleed a lot, which is normal. I mean, it is a needle going through a body part, so blood is to be expected, but I did not bleed. And some people say they actually drool when they also get their tongue pierced, but I didn't drool. But if you do, it's fine. It's perfectly normal. They're not going to be like, oh my god, you're drooling. So that's perfectly normal to expect when you get your tongue pierced, but it all depends on the person. You might or you might not. So another question I am going to add on is which day is the worst as far as like the healing process. For me, it was day 3 and day 5. Those days were not good days for me at all. Day 3, it was really sore and I couldn't talk, and I was convinced that I was going to be talking all stupid, but that wasn't the case. I ended up talking just fine, like I'm talking perfectly normal, like if I don't have a tongue piercing. But day 3 was really uncomfortable, and day 5 was terrible because I had swollen taste buds, so it was just really uncomfortable. But it all depends on the person. Sometimes day 1 might be the worst, or day 7 might be the worst. It totally depends. And the best advice I could give is the better you take care of it, the faster it'll heal, and you don't have to worry about any kind of infection or anything like that. Okay, so those were all the questions. I hope this helped some of you, because I know I get asked frequently about my tongue piercing, and so I just wanted to answer these questions for this person. Thank you for messaging me. I'm glad I could help. If any of you have another question that I didn't mention in this video, please comment below or message me. I answer everybody, absolutely everybody, and I will try to answer your question to the best that I can. I'm not a body piercer or anything like that, but I do have several piercings, and so I'd say I'm quite experienced and I can help a lot with that. So thank you guys for watching, and like I said, shortly after this video is uploaded, I will be uploading a how to change your tongue ring video. So just stay tuned for that, and then the next couple days I'll be doing a body jewelry haul. So stay tuned for that as well. But until then, I will see you all soon, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!